Hello guys, happy new moon. So happy to see you again. I took a little bit of a break for a few months now to consider spirituality versus pragmatism. Kind of clashed all together for me for some reason. So it was a time for different type of self-discovery for me. But I have found myself being extremely drawn back into spirituality and to just elevated state of mind versus just real state of mind, and both are equally fine. I found myself just wanting to come back anyway, maybe with new realizations, however, and just new point of view on certain aspects of life. I hope you don't mind. So we're gonna start doing these new moons from time to time again. I'm hoping to do them monthly, but please forgive me if that doesn't happen. Sometimes I don't get a pull to do these, and it's not really my job at this time to do it, so I feel it's more of a hobby. So whenever I'm ready, I have a message, I feel like I need to say it. If I don't feel it that month, I tend to skip it. So I hope you're okay with that. Okay. So this new moon is happening in sign Leo, and it's happening on August 11th, 2018. And I have to say right away that we are right now in the retrograde cycle. So this summer we will see 6 retrogrades in total, enough to get anybody dizzy. Retrogrades are periods of time when planets appear to be moving backwards. It is an optical illusion, but in astrology it signals a period of delayed progress. And even though it might feel like all of your plans have fallen apart, it is actually a perfect time to allow yourself to slow down, to act thoughtfully, and to allow for things to shift and change. Retrogrades might feel like you're making 2 steps forward and 1 step back. It might feel like things constantly falling apart, like things continuously shifting. Anything you're starting or trying to achieve are just brought back onto you. And it is really simply a good time to slow down, to reconsider. It is time of change, when change has to happen and needs to happen. And as we know, change never happens if we are comfortable. The only way to truly create some kind of change, adjust to something differently, to think out of the box, to think creatively about your life, about where things should be different, is when you feel this unsettling, this weird, challenging feeling, sensation, like, okay, why is this not working? This is not working anymore. Or you might think, again, certain relationships might just feel wrong at this time. You might just need to feel the need to purge, to remove certain things from your life, from different places of your life, from relationships to objects to self-discipline and so forth. So I'm going to go through different planetary retrogrades and what they could symbolize and give you time of them between each time. Some of them actually interlace or face each other, and some of them create tension, while the other ones actually perfectly work in synchronicity. Mercury retrograde is happening July 26th until August 19th, and it is time of higher risk to have miscommunications and interruptions in your plans, specifically in communicative plans and travel. So it's not to say that you should lock yourself up in the house and not get out or do anything at all. It's just that you need to double check things. There's a tendency for mistakes to happen, for people to leave some things out or not include certain things. Again, miscommunications on different levels. So a lot of people have this period as the hardest one to deal with, just because how interruptive it can be. So just again, a good rule of thumb is to double check everything, and not just on your part, other people's part as well. But again, not to be paranoid or judging everything and everyone in a negative way right away. Just be careful, and especially signing papers or loaning money or just creating contracts or getting under contracts that are long-term, especially. Just double checking everything and reading through everything carefully and making sure that you understand everything that you're signing. That's just a little reminder. Mars retrograde happening June 26th until August 27th. And Mars is the planet of fire and active passion and so forth. It's also extremely aggressive, so it's good time not to be impulsive, aggressive, and hostile, especially when things don't go your way. It's quite easy to just snap, and it's a bad time right now for that because there could be consequences because of it. It's much better to take a step back and allow things to play out as they are, and actually take a scenic route. Take a back seat as much as possible. And the motto would be not to force things to happen, because there will be tendency for you just to want things to work out and they don't. And then you get extremely aggressive and you just start just collapsing everything and smashing everything on the way. So not a good idea, just woosah. Good. Saturn is in retrograde from April 17th until September 6th. So it's quite a long period of time. And Saturn in astrology is this strict father figure that is trying to teach you lessons, harsh lessons most of the time, for your own good. So it would be a great time to reconsider your health, time, money, discipline management, and actually take proactive steps to bettering your lifestyle in the long run. So it will actually help you if you do take action towards bettering yourself, again, starting a new diet or starting a new exercise routine, taking care of your money and how you handle them, your time, like creating schedules for yourself, and everything that's going to affect you in the long run, and actually trying to stick with it. Saturn's going to be perfect for allowing it to happen. And again, he's going to be making all the different ways for you to feel this need to change these parts of your life, and it's going to feel great. Then also we have Uranus going in retrograde August 7th until January 6th, and it's in perfect harmony with Saturn actually. So it's going to give you a calmer attitude, help you feel more grounded while you're creating this change. And Uranus is the planet of unexpected change. I know I said change a lot, so it will show you parts of your life where you need to create change as well, pinpoint it a little bit more, and actually open your eyes to certain situations. So you will have a lot of ta-da moments from August on to January, and it'll be great because it's going to be the good thing for you. Okay, I'm already feeling these things, so I'm sure you do too. Pluto is in retrograde from April 22nd until September 30th. And it is a transformational time. With Saturn together, it'll give you a great chance to make better changes, as I said already. It's going to be an amazing time for innovation, for trying different things, opening up your mind, considering ways that you haven't considered before or were afraid to try before. It is perfect time to manifest and set up your goals and just go for it. So you might have been feeling a little bit of a build-up for a few months now. Throughout this summer, as you can tell, we have so many different retrogrades and so many different intense moments, and I'm having this feeling that it's going to all just burst by September. and you're gonna be like a butterfly coming out of your cocoon finally. All of this prep work, all of this shifting and changing and bombarding you with different thoughts and different changes and different miscommunications, and all of the negative things will finally take a turn into something incredibly positive, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, this is what it was going to. This is why I felt this way, and it was so challenging at times. And now that all of this has passed, it has all allowed you to expand your mind and create this difference and shift, and you finally will make sense of all of it. And I know I've been feeling that way this whole summer. I wasn't really feeling well. Felt extremely unmotivated, extremely just off, like things were wrong. Also, I didn't feel well health-wise. But now, starting August and the end of July, I started feeling a little bit of this build up now. I'm like waking up finally and seeing all these little things working out around me. I have noticed how I just say no to so many things with pride. And it's so weird because before I was so shy and I was like, oh wow, this is a blessing, this is given to me, I have to take part in it. And then most of the time they would screw me over. And now I have somehow this power in me, and I'm like, nope, not working out for me. Not gonna work then. That's it. And I'm not saying that it has to do with absolutely every aspect of your life, but you will feel so at ease making certain decisions once you're in that state of mind where you know when something has to give and this is not going to work out any longer. It's a great feeling because you know your goal, you see your vision, you go for it no matter what, and you're not going to allow anybody to screw that over for you. Okay? So it is good time to manifest, and that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to make our little grid and make wishes. Yes? And when you make wishes, make sure that you concentrate on your goals and that you envision them only in a positive way, as if they already happened. Try to feel how it would feel. If you're asking for better health, just imagine what it would feel like to run around, to not feel extra weight, to have that sensation after a good meal that's good for your body, not feeling weighed down or guilty or bloated or just off. Instead, you will feel elevated and everything's great and it's going to be worth it. So all of these things, just try to live through it, what it would feel like for you, and go again always with the final result. Where would it take you? How would you feel? Imagine what it would feel like to buy clothing a couple sizes down, if that's your goal for the diet or for health changes, or making more money or making the right decisions with your money. Same way, imagine how it would feel if you go to the store and you don't have to calculate absolutely everything to make sure it fits in your budget. How good it would feel to actually allow yourself to think, this is going to be good for me, and just take it. And all of these different things are going to play up for you, and they're going to feel so good, and you're going to feel so wholesome and fulfilled. So this is where we're going to work towards. We're going to make our wishes and then make our little crystal grid. You can either follow me or you can skip the whole thing. I'll also do a little bit of card reading at the end like I usually do. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so now we're going to write down our exact wishes. And for manifestation purposes, again, always write them very specific request of what you would like to be achieved this month, and this will give you a clear path to achieving it as well. So write down a couple of them, and this time I'm using this wooden panel. I know it has a little spotty right here because I just washed it, and I'm going to arrange my crystals on it. And Actually, I'm not going to put my wishes under this, and instead I'm going to fold them into a small square, and I'm going to put it under the last crystal that's going to be my point. Okay, so let's start writing them down. Okay, as I said, we're going to fold it in. Just read it one more time. Okay. And also, if you don't have a lot of different crystals or don't want to do the whole grid thing, a good way to still do these manifestations, if you wish, is to use just one crystal or even a shell or a pine cone, whatever you feel it has some kind of significance for you, something that you can really meditate on. If you can even put it under a candle and then wish that. I just use crystals because they're closer to my heart. So it's easier for me, and I know how to achieve it, and it has proven on so many times to me to work. And if it doesn't work, it gives me a clear explanation of why it would not work. Most of the time when I wish for something that is going to actually happen, that is in my stars, in my destiny, that it is on my path, I should say. If I wish for those and my wishes align with my purpose, they happen every time. With these things, I just simply somehow speed them up. Is it magic? Is it weird? Is it whatever? Whatever you want to think about it, it literally happens every time. And if it doesn't happen, it literally tells me when it won't. And then even though I feel frustrated in a moment, I feel like let down, like it doesn't want to work with me for some reason, I think if this is right for me. But then this tells me that it's not. Almost every time it actually makes me realize along the way, not because of it, but because of other additional facts along the way, that it was not the right thing. And it might come off creepy or again witchy or magical, whatever you want to call it. It's the same outcome every time. It's quite reliable. I don't know what it is. It works for me, helps me, and that's what I care about. Okay? So we have our wish folded in here. Okay? And now we're going to start thinking of different crystals that we're going to use. So mine are mostly for creativity wishes and for health in some way or shape, and also self-expression. So we're going to do quite a colorful setup today, okay? So we'll just do yes, like that. And I'll read you about rhodonite. I hope I have it here. Okay, rhodonite. The stone of friendship. In some cultures, a small amulet of rhodonite is presented to visitors. Helps to break down anxiety and tension. Broadly speaking, rhodonite breaks down mental barriers, enhances forgiveness, and heals the scars of the past. It's associated with the heart. My choice of stone recently has been turquoise. Even the colors. This one's a howlite, however. But I got myself this ring. That's a turquoise. Kingsman turquoise recently, so very happy with it. So the stones for self-expression help with creativity and communication strengthening are blue kyanite, which looks like a chip like this, and I have them in different shapes. I have them in bigger stones like this, then I also have them in more of chips size, little tiny ones as well, for different purposes. But I enjoy blue lace. I got quite a lot. It's quite refreshing. If you look at it, they have lines on them. It's quite beautiful. Look, sorry about my nails. They're all chipping. I gotta remove nail polish soon. Okay. So we're putting this That's pretty good. So here's my citrines. You can see they're like longer shapes. Okay. And I'll put them in between, you know? Kind of feel the pull for that. It's good enough for me. So these are my smaller quartz pieces. By small, I mean tiny. Like little points. Okay. And I'm kind of feeling like putting them in a circle. I know this is not a circle shape. But it's good. Okay. And then I'll put these in between as well. Most of these are double pointed, meaning they have, most of these have 2 points on each end. So I'll use these soft circle ones. And always remember, nobody can tell you how to do your grid or anything really the way you want it. It's your decision. Whatever you think is right is correct. That might be it. Now we're going to pick our point. And all I have is clear quartz. Where's my rest of them? So one of these we'll have to do then, I guess. I don't like this one. I don't like this one either. Yes, we'll do a clear one, this one. It was the first one I picked anyway. Okay, so here's our point that we're going to put our wish under, or we'll put it onto the wish, and it's going to amplify everything, okay? Explosion. And I like to just wave my hand for no apparent reason. That's how I feel. All around it, connecting it a little bit, messing it all up. And I like to use my sticks as always. Okay? Selenite sticks. To me it feels right, so I do it. As simple as that. I'll do the outside later. Let's do the inside. And by doing this, we're connecting all of these little crystals to each other, to each other's purpose, to my request. So now they have to obey and work together as a team and never against me. So they're interconnected. They're on the same mission. There's no questions. Good. So that's it. So now we went clockwise with it, and then we shoot it out from the center. Good. And you can usually actually start feeling a little bit of warmth in the area. You really can. It's amazing. Okay, so now reading from the same cards. I know. enchanted map, our fellow old friend. Hello, hello cards. You don't really see me, Masha, do you? Okay, I'll turn you around a little bit. Okay, so I'm still searching for messages. If there's any messages for us today to hear, are there any messages to hear right now, at this time? We'd love to hear them, know what they are. Any messages for me and my friends on YouTube? Any messages for me and my friends on YouTube at this time? Any more messages for me and my friends on YouTube? Okay. Magical map shifter. Should we keep going? I think that's it. Okay, so the first card. One ring circus in reverse. If you think that the sun won't rise without you, then it's time to change. Perhaps you believe no one will be there to help you, or you expect that you have to do all the work, emotional or otherwise. This is a fear-based idea and only serves to alienate you from others by taking away their right to participate. Receiving the One Ring Circus card may indicate the misuse of power. Give it up. Let go of the need to control how the wind blows, and let others play their part. You don't need to be invincible, have all the answers, or be the savior. Things will get done if you step out of your own way. Yet another meaning for this card suggests that someone else may be trying to control you. This needs to be addressed. Don't be afraid to set a boundary. This is a wonderful step to interdependence. Consider the example of two trees planted side by side, sharing the sunlight equally, neither overshadowing the other. Wow, good message. I can relate. Can you? I can do it. Partially my wish. Okay. Number 44 is our next one. Okay, and it's all straight from there. Upright. It's a beautiful card too, wow. Strength. It's this wonderful athletic woman holding the whole earth on her hand. I can't show it, sorry. While balancing on one leg. Number 44, upright. The strength to accomplish even the most daunting tasks is yours at this time. You can connect with and channel the power of the universe. The strength card indicates that your ideas are being tested and refined, and your relationships are being deepened. No matter what happens, nothing can move you off the course of evolution. As the potency of your connections becomes more obvious, you're able to harness the creative energies that are available to you. Have courage and dive in, for magic is the process of finding a form to take. When you remember that real strength comes from a combination of your efforts and reliance on a higher power working through you, all is possible. You can do anything now. Great card. This is a power card, strength indeed. Again, you're holding the whole world by balancing on one leg. Good. Next one's 45, right next to it. almost never happens. And this one's Sad Embrace. It looks like a sad card, but I'm pretty sure there's more meaning behind it. Okay. Also, have you noticed how they're all kind of bluish, greenish colors? Sad Embrace. You may be entering into a period where loss is a theme. Perhaps you're having to let go of a long cherished dream. If so, take heart, for this ending may have been for your highest good. A better and more powerful dream will be realized in your life if you can accept the loss. Relationships based on faulty foundations are meant to end at this time. Disappointment is a form of perception. If your expectations weren't met and a sense of loss arises, along with sadness and grief, express these emotions. Tears are like healing rain. They can restore life to a parched inner landscape. Growth is always assured. Whatever the loss, however great it is, let it go and experience your feelings so that you may soon see what beauty lies ahead. Very strong message here for change. The previous card was more about you being powerful and being able to accomplish anything, but there will be some losses on the way. Just like everything, you gotta let it go. Okay? I don't know what that is yet for me. I have a feeling, but I'm not ready to give up yet. Then the next one is Magical Map Shifter, number 52. A beautiful, handsome man changing things around, creating magic. Beautiful card. Okay, this is going to be the longest video in the history of videos. Okay. I think we've had this one quite a few times now. Upright. When the Magical Map Shifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. Perhaps you may meet a soulmate. Good part to pause on. Who invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of difficulty and into a place of safety and success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change agents that they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The Magical Map Shifter always initiates you into a better version of yourself. So we can expect some help to arrive with those changes and huge shifts. Somebody will help you get there. Yeah, very nice messages today. Wow, a few too. They kind of started popping out immediately, one after the other. So that's that. I hope you have enjoyed this video, you guys. I can show you up close what the grid looks like. Let me take you off. Oh, sorry. So here's our grid this month, my grid this month. Nothing spectacular, but still something I wanted and something I created. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. I hope again more moon videos to come. But again, don't hold a grudge if I don't. Thank you. and have a great rest of August.